more I follow this train of thought, going to Atlantic City, digging some dirt up on Jennifer, there you are, my sweetheart, the more I like it.
I can tell.
You know, if you don't want to go down there, I can do this on my own.
No, no way. If you're going to go down there to Atlantic City, I'm going down there to Atlantic City.
And all this time, I thought there was not a jealous bone in your bonnet.
Well, it's not just that. I'm not so convinced that we're going to be able to find something to hang over Frank Smith's head, you know? And it's not like we have a whole lot of time here. He's out there and, you know, God knows where.
Well, that's another reason to move in on Jennifer. Maybe he's been in touch with her.
Wait a minute. It's Damien.
Dad, God knows we've had our differences. Sometimes it's hard to believe we come from the same bloodline. But regardless of what's gone on in the past, you are...
You know, you're very...
my father. The only one I've got. And it would cause me enormous pain to wake up to a headline informing me that you'd been gunned down in a shootout with police, and that's what's gonna happen. You can't win this one. The authorities aren't gonna stop until you're recaptured. So if you can hear me, if I've ever meant anything to you, stay alive. Turn yourself into the authorities.
Bravo, my hypocritical young genius. But you haven't seen the last of your old man, not by a long shot, and neither has that double-crossing friend of yours, Luke Spencer.
Wow. Damien's really working overtime to try and distance himself from the old man. Well, let's hope Bobby's right and Jennifer is more of a chip off the old block.
There's only one way to find out.
That's right, partner.
What's wrong with this picture?
I'll bite.
What's wrong with this picture is that we have devoted the major part of the last few months of our lives to distancing ourselves from Frank Smith.
That is correct.
Yes, and here we are, speeding down the toll road on our way to enmesh ourselves further in his miserable life, or in this case, his daughter and her husband, Billy, whatever his name is.
Billy Baggs Boggs, to be
right,
exact.
yeah, and he sounds like a real class act. And here's something that we haven't even considered. We're going all the way to Atlantic City under the assumption that she remembers you.
Darling, please.
Oh, all right. Of course, she remembers you. I mean, aside from the fact that you're so incredibly unforgettable, that she's kept in touch with her father, who's probably kept her apprised of your every move. Which brings us to what's really wrong with this picture. I mean, how are we going to go waltzing into her casino and expect to convince her that it's just a coincidence?
Now, KS, no problema, sweetheart. As I recall, Jennifer may have been phenomenal in the looks department, but linear thinking was not her strong suit.
Oh, yeah, well, people change. I mean, take me, for example. You were first attracted to me for my mind. It wasn't until later that you even started to appreciate my physical attributes. I mean, I guess that's one of the benefits of being a late bloomer.
Attracted to your mind, late bloomer, Earth to Laura. Earth to Laura.
Look, I know that I'm not the kind of woman who ever stopped traffic, okay? I can accept that about myself.
How can you sit there with that face and say those words?
Shut up! You have no objectivity where I'm concerned. Admit it! I'm perfectly clear about my strong points. I just remember what a knockout she is.
Angel face. Well, I mean that literally. This is not like you. To be insecure about your looks? What's going on? Oh, wait. Now, of course, it's coming to me now. You're pregnant.
No, forget about that little outburst at home, okay? This isn't my hormones. It isn't. I'm not insecure. I'm just realistic. And I'm not the teeniest bit jealous of her. I'm not. Not until I get a look at her beloved.
Billy the Bags man? Oh, I'm sure she's happy as a clam. Yeah, and he's probably happy, too, given that he has bagged the boss's daughter, huh?
Maybe that's how he got his name.
No, I think more likely it's because he's just a small-time operator who collects the money bags for the wise guys. Poor Jennifer. Would have calmed down, huh? I mean, she may not have been a rocket scientist, but she had high expectations. And she was spoiled rotten.
Well, I didn't know her as well as you did, but I have my own slightly more feminine perspective on poor Jennifer.
Which is?
She was spoiled. And willful. She was incredibly beautiful, but she could play dumb better than anybody I knew. Especially to get what she wanted.
Which was?
You. Don't you remember how she used to wave her hand, her engagement ring right under our noses, you know, like it was the Hope Diamond? Now that is not subtle, but it is not stupid.
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed that a little of that chemistry is still alive today, huh? Just for old time's sake.
Oh, won't that be cozy?
No, sweetheart, it'll be convenient because that'll be the first step into our being able to manipulate her into exposing herself. Figuratively speaking. And then, that's the first step into getting a hold of some really juicy dirt on them and their operation. We can do that. We can get that dirt.
We? I feel like I'm going to be in the way on this trip.
You kidding? You're vital. You're my security blanket.
I get it. That's just sort of like a nice way of saying that you're going to pursue the little tramp. I'm going to wait patiently in the wings. If she gets too hot for you to handle, then you're going to use me as an excuse.
I wouldn't have put it quite like that.
It's fine. I can wait faithfully till you need me.
Yeesh. No hormone problems here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, this is a hell of a layout.
Really? Actually, it's much smaller than I thought it would be. Oh, and look at that chandelier. It's so tasteful. Just think if all of this could have been yours.
My guess is it isn't even theirs. I mean, I'm sure Jennifer has signed all the appropriate dotted lines, but I would wager that the cheesy fountain and the rest of this paraphernalia is all owned by Frank.
We don't know that. Did he see her anywhere?
No, I don't. Hey, excuse me. While we're scoping out the terrain, what do you say we get a couple of handfuls of chips and have some fun? What do you say, little lady?
Okay. Deal me in.
That one.
This one?
It's called.
Really?
Come on, sweetheart, choose a number. Baby needs a pair of new shoes.
18. That's my baby's birthday, and his name is Lucky.
All right, from your mouth to the god of the wheel.
You know what? He actually does need a new pair of shoes. They grow so fast at this age.
22 black. Oh,
No.
That's too bad.
excuse me, is your name Billy?
No.
Then get your own luck. Quit messing with mine.
Honey, he didn't do anything.
I was hoping that you'd consider lending me your wife for a little while. To blow on my dice.
You're gonna have trouble blowing on your own dice with a fat lip.
You don't have any say in this?
No, she doesn't. She's with child. And we saw that movie.
Twice.
Twice?
You remember on the plane coming back from California?
Right, exactly. So beat it. Beat it. Don't let the door hit you in the butt on the way out. Ha!
Can't believe it.
I had him covered, didn't I, baby?
You didn't even let him name an amount.